questions that have come in on a bundle of products that we put together. And the primary group of questions kind of all fit into this one thing, which is, what does it have to do with the pipeline? If you've watched my videos, you know I'm always talking about the pipeline. The pipeline is what every business in the world has to do. Every business, whatever it is, has to generate leads, it has to contact them, set appointments, some kind of presentation, follow up, and then they get a customer they get to serve. And for serving them, they make money. Or in network marketing, you can get a representative. And then if you service that representative, you could potentially make residual income. A lot. Exponentially growing residual income. And if you get an employee, right? So we got to remember, this is all businesses. So if you hire an employee and you serve them, then you get good service from them. Okay, so this pipeline works everything. This is how you get a spouse. Okay, you got to contact them. You got to generate the lead. You got to contact them, and so forth. Okay, so what the questions that came in had to do with is the bundle that I put together. How does it fall on the pipeline? Okay, let me walk you through this. So all of these items right here, these are all products that are part of the bundle. And first of all, there's no product that I would ever create that doesn't have to do with the pipeline, because the pipeline is all there is in business. And so all of it's going to land on the pipeline. It's just whether or not you'd be able to view it in the category. So I'm going to give that idea to you. So I have a product called Professional Inviter. Guess what? Okay, so when you know that skill, and I was not that guy. Okay, so this thing has been probably the toughest product that I could have ever created, because I was a super, super shy guy. And it was really hard to break that. I didn't grow up in a family where we were real social and going out to a lot of places and things like that all the time. And so it was something that I had to develop on my own. And I needed to, because being shy didn't serve me anymore. Maybe at one time it was a good idea, but later I was like, how can I ever build a business if I can't talk to people? And then talking to people is the first step, being able to say hi. But then you've got to be cool, right? You got to like have class about you. So that's what Professional Inviter is. And because I didn't learn it growing up, I had to really study it to figure out what was it. What is communication? What is building a relationship? What is building a relationship all about anyway? And so this will serve you. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it serves all categories outside, because if you can be good in this, then you'd be great at working with your kids, spouse, anybody you run into anywhere. The only mistake you'll ever make with Professional Inviter is that you don't see it in its completeness. You may think, like I have live calls that I do and you can hear me talking. And so you might think that that's only for phone calls. That's a mistake. Every postcard, every email, every text message, every WhatsApp, every little video, it has to do with understanding that basic foundation first, and only then can you communicate in a professional way. Okay? That's why it's called Professional Inviter. All right, brilliant communicator. There was a school teacher, right after I launched that, she said, "Tim, you've done an incredible job. That thing is amazing, but it's dense. And people are just not pulling out the gems. Can I work with you and us create a full breakdown workbook of the whole thing?" And I said, "You're a school teacher?" She said, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, we'll do it." Okay? Because she was willing to put in all of that work, and it's amazing. Okay? And then professional presenter kind of took professional inviter idea and put it into the presentation realm. All right. And don't think that it only has to do with somebody standing in front of a board or something like talking. It's not that at all. It's not about giving a speech. It's about really getting into and caring about the person that you're talking to. Don't be arrogant. Like it teaches you the technique and the methods of how to go about finding out what people are really wanting, because you don't want to waste their time or your time if they don't want what you got. Okay, so it has to do with all kinds of stuff like that. Duplication, side hustle, performance tracker. In fact, performance tracker preceded pipeline, and there was a point in time where I was like, wow, I was in the military and everything was already ready to train. So it was like, you come in, you want to defuse bombs, you want to dive, you want to skydive, you want to do this. All right, good. Then we've got training curriculums already set up, and you will skydive, you will dive, you will defuse bombs. But when I got into network marketing, I didn't see that at all. People standing on the stage waving and saying, if I can do it, you can do it. And so I was like, man, it's so long until the money. What do I have to do? What are the sub-components? And so that's what Performance Tracker is all about. And this is more of a personal activity thing. And so that's that one. Phone skills, there were lessons that I learned from like how to curate curiosity and things like that. And so there you go. That is kind of the how everything falls onto the pipeline. One of the people that I talked to had said something. They said, what if I already have professional inviter? And one is that, okay, good. So in addition to professional inviter, you also get the digital version, so you can listen to it wherever you are. And then the other thing is that this, because of the way that we're discounting it and everything, it would be a great idea if you have leaders that you want to give a Christmas present to or birthday or something like that. It's really, it's where we're going. I'm going to deep dive into the pipeline. That's the direction that I'm heading. But if you don't have these skills, then you will not get the same conversion rate across the pipeline. Okay, so if you're horrible at it, then you're just going to be moving people across the pipeline into not interested. And sometimes it has to do with your effectiveness inside of these categories. And so that's what I'm trying to increase your skill level on. So I hope that helps answer your questions about the bundle that we're offering. Thanks so much for watching.